Welcome to On the Chain, where crypto, politics, and power collide. Now, if you're holding XRP, you'll definitely want to hear this. XRP is sliding, crypto tension is building, and something bigger may be unfolding beneath the surface.
Behind the scenes, regulatory pressures rising, institutions are repositioning, volatility is accelerating. But at the same time, newly discussed Epstein documents back in the headlines. And of course, the 2020 election that seems to never go away. Debates are resurfacing once again. And so when financial markets shift and the political narratives heat up at the same moment, it's not random.
No, it's not. And tonight, we are going to break down what is an actual signal out there, what is actual noise, not like those other YouTube fanboys out there that are all noise, and what could actually matter next. Now, these are no slogans. We don't use slogans. No hysteria. We don't promote hysteria. This is all just pure clarity. Now let's get into it. And before we do, if you're holding XRP, you're going to want to hear this part carefully. Listen in, because this isn't just about today's price action. It's about positioning, pressure, and what happens if regulatory momentum accelerates from here. Chip, you ready to kick this thing off?
I'm ready to do it. Let's go.
Welcome to On the Chain.
Welcome, everybody. Skasapusi Skasapusi's in the house. That's Rod Hale, of course. Hawthorne has been notified. Poker Mope, yeah.
Illinois. And Flair will be part of it.
MRK in Zober. Flair will be part of it. I was listening to Community Day, the APAC version of it, because I've been listening to pretty much on and off all day. Some really good sessions, and unfortunately, a really good one cranked up right now, but coincides with this show, Jeff, so I couldn't quite listen to it. There you go.
Better.
That's how it works. That's can't quite listen to everything, but it was pretty good. A lot of stuff going on, and got something to talk about today that was captured earlier on one of the something that Brad Garlinghouse said, and that was on the EMEA one, and it was interesting on a lot of levels. But it's just kind of like the Brad Garlinghouse again doubling down on the whole idea of XRP in the Ripple ecosystem across all of the new acquisitions. It is pretty strong, and he makes a very interesting comment about it. So let's go ahead and listen in, and we'll kind of talk about it.
I want every single person in the XRP family, the XRP army, to know that XRP is the North Star for Ripple. It's our purpose. When we think about what we're doing on Ripple payments or Ripple Prime or Ripple Treasury or custody or RLUSD, this is all focused on how we can drive utility, trust, and velocity or liquidity around XRP and the XRP ledger. So, things like Ripple payments on the DEX with permissioned domains, Ripple Prime using XRP for collateral and lending, Ripple Treasury we kind of talked about, doing enabled payments around XRP and RLUSD within Treasury management. These are all examples of where we are going to continue to make sure, as we think about Ripple as a platform company for financial infrastructure, that XRP is at the heartbeat of that. You'll hear more about this, some of those specifics from Monica Long, our president at Ripple, later today. This morning you may have seen we announced Aviva Investors, one of the largest asset management firms in the world, tokenizing on the XRP ledger. So we're going to continue to focus on that institutional opportunity. Ripple has decided to partner when it comes to partner or invest or support companies going after the consumer opportunity, but hopefully it gives a sense of kind of where we are with that.
What did you think of that, Jeff?
I love it.
It's the North Star, everything that they do.
It's the North Star. It's heading in the right direction. Man, they're really on top of things. They're putting, the key, they're creating the key momentum. That's it. It's the beacon. It is
beacon. It's funny when you work in the very corporate world, like I spend a lot of time working in the corporate world, you got to go through this gobbledygook of hands-on calls where the whole company's on the call and the CEO is going to give you the we're going to talk about the North Star. And it's just like, it's sometimes too much. So, the way corporations and companies talk about their North Star, and it's usually some weird things. So when you say like, well, the North Star is just XRP, okay, that makes sense to me. But when a lot of times in corporations, man, it gets so diluted and it turns into something, it's about culture and the North Star. We're all in pursuit of the North Star and all these cult like sayings that the company feels like everybody has to be on board with, and it gets to be a lot after a while. So I was really happy to hear. It's like pretty simple. He's like, hey, XRP Army, look, just so you know, across everything we've done, all our acquisitions, it all comes down to one thing. XRP is going to be at the heart of every bit of it, right? Because I think a lot of people have, well, there's RLUSD and nobody really needs XRP, and it's not true. It's not true. And he talked about bringing utility. He talked about tokenization on the XRPL, which there's a lot of cool stuff going on. I just think sometimes people just have this thing of like changing narratives, like XRP is going to zero and it's not worth it. But you have somebody who's the CEO of Ripple saying it. It's funny because the Block picked this story up today, the XRP, the North Star for Ripple. Garlinghouse keeps the door open for more M&A, mergers and acquisitions, in the second half of 2026. And I just picked out like this one part that I thought was interesting where in this article, some other things he said, Garlinghouse said Wednesday, although it's unlikely the company will pursue more acquisitions in the near term, he might consider new deals later this year. It's a direct quote saying it's definitely going to be a year of more integration. I don't think he should expect another big acquisition, Garlinghouse said during the online XRP Community Day event. But you never know. The second half of the year, we may be looking for more, be acquisitive again. So while Garlinghouse tone suggested it's unlikely Ripple will go in the type of buying spree it did in 2025, in fact, the executive is open to the possibility of more deals later this year. It's noteworthy. And outside of Tether, a few crypto companies have spent as much as Ripple in recent months. But Jeff, don't you think a lot of that had to do with kind of waiting for don't you think some of those things were sort of in play and they were waiting for like the lawsuit to just finish and kind of like they maybe had conversations, or because it seemed like there were quite a bit out of the blue, right?
There's so much coming out of the blue. But I believe that, as they're building infrastructure on a global scale, any of the good news that was more US centric was really waiting for that lawsuit to culminate. And now, ever since we've seen the end of the lawsuits, now they're just stacking up good news after good news. But the other part of it, imagine the lawsuit ended and we would have had the same political environment as we had with the previous administration, or we had a bad SEC chair that was in place. The narrative would be totally negative. We'd be having a different conversation right now. This is why the two things go hand in hand. I don't care, however you want to phrase it, however you want to try to spin the lefty spin, that if we would have been in a different political climate right now, they would have been pushing aggressively to dismantle crypto. We wouldn't see any legislation hitting the floor right now. We wouldn't see what it takes to bring freedom on a global scale, not just here at home. And freedom also starts with our financial freedom. You tie up financial freedom, forget about the rest of your freedoms, right? They were attacking us on still attacking us, right? They haven't given up, but now they're the ones that are on the defense, because now we're carving up all their claws of what they latched into before. We're revealing so much. The biggest revelation on the crypto side, and this is what killed me about the libertarians and any of the lefty crypto holders, because I believe they were just in it for the short-term gain. I don't think they truly, sincerely believed in it. They were there, out of just trying to really claim whatever dollars and cents they could claim. Because how can you have that mindset of political shackles where you're talking about financial freedom? It doesn't make any sense. They don't go hand in hand. They don't live in the same space. And so we saw a lot of those types of intricacies that were at play over the past couple of years. But to the point, to kind of sidestep from your question.
And Chad says, what else does Ripple need to do to finish the plumbing? I don't think there's really a lot, but this next post by Ashish Burla, a former Rippler, but now the CEO of Evernorth, Did you ever get your Evernorth shirt, Jeff? Did that come?
I did. Oh yeah, I did get my Evernorth.
All right, good. I want to make sure.
Yeah,
Make
thank
sure you
you very
got it
much.
because I picked one up at the event
I
for
forgot.
you.
I forgot. I got the hat, got the shirt.
Yeah, that's
whatever.
right. We need to wear the Ripple hats sometime. We got the matching
We
hats.
do. Oh, that'd be
But,
great. Yes, we
yeah.
do.
So this is interesting. This is kind of a tell because Ashish Burla, who is coming on the show, we're going to schedule him, and he promised he would come on. He'll come on. The XRP ledger is turning into more than just a payments network. It's starting to look like real financial infrastructure, liquidity, tokenization, and on-chain finance all in one place. That's the kind of ecosystem Evernorth is being built for as more real-world finance moves on-chain. And this is good because, for the longest time, that's really all it was a payment network. And then you have all the people, it's going to replace SWIFT, talking about narratives from 2017. And really with the tokenization and everything that's happening. So I kicked over to the article here, which talks about, the growing, pretty much the crux of this whole thing is that, XRP utility, it is growing. It's not just the payments. You're talking about liquidity. There's credit markets. There's new institutional grade, features. They just put in MPT, the permission domains, the lending protocol, confidential transfer. This is all DeFi stuff that was 100% necessary. You couldn't do a year ago. Couldn't even do it months ago. So they're now starting to scale up. And now you have these use cases for all these tokenized access. We talked about FX for so long and all the on-chain credit. So it's going to be interesting the more this goes on. And now you have live tools like credentials, you have the token escrow, batch transactions. A lot of this stuff was being discussed. There was a whole great session on that at XRP Community Day earlier today. It's going on right now. We're kind of competing with it, but it's that's probably why I don't see a lot of people on here because they're at XRP Community Day.
Everybody's
everybody's there. I was there until the show started. Like, I got to go do the show. So unfortunately, I almost wish we could patch it in and listen to a little bit of it.
How can we do that? Could we patch it in? What is it on?
It's on X. I'll just pop it up there. Maybe we can listen in a little bit and
a little bit.
I'll pull it up here. I had it up before, and let's see. It's on here. I just have to
see if we can tune in unless it just ended.
No, it didn't end. Oh, APAC. Here it is. Okay, I got it here.
Joe Budd was just there.
There we go.
There you go. So everybody was just there. That's
I'm going to listen anonymously. Okay, let me go ahead and stop this. And
going is on the chain.
I could do that too. Let me. I'll just listen anonymously.
Yeah,
let's go to share the screen. We'll click on that.
Just give everyone a little bit of a sample of what's happening over there.
Provide a secure environment where you can transparent.
You hear it?
Risk
yeah.
While keeping
a little low
exposure to XRP. And basically, our goal is to bridge the gap. So we take these institutional grade yield opportunities,
speaking right now,
which used to be exclusive to big institutions, and also leverage the native features of XRP Ledger to open them up to retail XRP holders. And I believe this is exactly why major players from institutional giants like SBI.
Way too low. Joe Budd said it's hard to hear it.
Yeah, it's hard to hear. It's just
that's all right.
Anyway,
what we're going to talk about is better, anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna. The problem with these spaces are hit or miss, right? It's like sometimes you get a question, you just go like, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of
too much talk. Too much talk, not enough visuals.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, mate? Let's see.
There was some good stuff and some mess stuff. Right now,
yeah, it's always like that, though. It's kind of like it's not like with this show where it's all good. Man.
It's all good. It's never anything kind of meh.
Well, that's because we're controlling it. That's why, Jeff. But it's like you have different people on there, and these are closed spaces. This is like pre qualified questions. They've been all lawyered and everything. You're just getting up there and like they're just reading a script. What do you think about? And then they answer the question, and
that's no good.
It's not a sit down interview where you're like, oh, this is what's going on. It's not really that. The one I listened to earlier, which was good, it was David Birch. What's his name? I can't spell his name. Birchie from the XRPL Foundation, and then also Fabio Marzella, who's also on the foundation, but he also is one of the and the founders of the Zhao, and so that was a pretty good one too. This one here, oh, you know what?
No.
Yeah, you know what happened is I shared that tab, and now I'm like, how come this isn't sharing correctly? Oh, you got to go back and share it again. It seems like there should be an easier way to do it. But this guy too, like I didn't realize he'd been in Ripple for so long. But this guy, Brett Mullen, who was on there, he said, and he kind of, this was announced, for the past 11 years, he said he built on the XRP ledgers as a developer, infrastructure operator, and community participant. He was there. He told a story about back in the day with Bob Way and David Schwartz. He's been there since 2014, 2015. He said that, he says he's stepping into this executive director role at the XRPL Foundation. It's an opportunity to help to steward the network through the next phase of growth. My focus will be ensuring the ledger remains resilient, scalable, as well governed, and well-strengthened participation from developers, validators, businesses building on it. So I thought that was a really cool, interesting, sort of, and it also talks about his appointment right here. Kind of goes on a little bit about Brett and his 11 years of experience and kind of what he's done. So it was great to hear from him and what he's doing. Also, too, I really liked his direction, the fact that he was like really adamant, hey, if this doesn't get done, it's on me. I got to make sure we're doing this. It's important we hear from you. Like it seems like that they got the right guy, at least from what I heard today. It sounds like they got the right guy on the case, especially being so steeped in the XRPL and a former developer. It feels like somebody you can't run it unless you sort of understand as a developer and kind of the ecosystem. So I feel like he brings some uniqueness in that role. And I just like the way he talked. It was a lot about ownership. It was a lot about what they need to do, lofty goals, what they need to focus on first. Hey, what do your 6 months look like? What do your 9 months look like? But it looks like the XRPL Foundation is going to kind of get the love that it really has been yearning for when they blew up the other one and kind of put this new one together and kind of made it, something else. Go ahead and take this one, Jeff. This is from Stu Alderati. I was in one of his sessions today too.
Now, Stu Alderati, that'd be a good one to attend. I would have liked.
You would think so, but you would not. You would be wrong about that because it was the exact same one that I attended at Swell. So it wasn't that interesting for me.
Who organized Community Day?
Ripple and Ripple X. Well, it's just because I had seen it before. It wasn't that it wasn't. There you go. The production standards.
That's the problem.
Well, it's the problem. The other problem with it is it would be more interesting. It was visual. It's just like voice only, and sometimes
you can't do voice only all day long.
Sometimes even though it's funny because there's a lot of podcasts that I listen to, but I prefer to watch them. Like I like to see the guest, and I kind of like to see the mannerisms, the expression on the face. Like I kind of see, even though it works perfect as voice. A lot of times they're not even showing anything like we do here, but there's something great about being able to watch that. And I feel like sometimes that's missing when you don't have that video. You want to just see like, hey, is somebody passionate about it, using their hands, like are they getting excited about it? You can't always tell by just listening.
They need to do something about the X spaces and add some sort of a video element to it.
Oh yeah, 100%. That would be fantastic.
That would change the. I mean, we're streaming over on X right now, but it's just not the same. We're not gaining that type of interaction. We're not building the community. They're not findable. They're just a missing element. And we've talked about that before. If
X will add it, I think it'll happen in time.
They'll crush YouTube.
Do you think? Oh, please, Jeff. Can you imagine if they got like a YouTube type of a thing, XTube or something? They came out and just called it like XTube, and then came out and like you had your own space and livable stuff. Oh, you really don't have to worry about being shadow banned like we are in other places. I will not mention, but yeah, there's that.
That'd be amazing. I like that.
This post was yesterday, Jeff. But go ahead and take it. He says today, but
So today, as of February 10th, yesterday, productive session at the White House today. Look at that, Stu Alderati over at the White House. That's pretty cool. So productive session at the White House today. Compromise is in the air. Clear bipartisan momentum remains behind sensible crypto market structure legislation. We should move now while the window is still open and deliver a real win for consumers and America. And I like that point. Move. You got to strike. You got to be fast. If you sit back, the window closes. Right. If you've got that bipartisan momentum, take it. They're excited about it. You're excited about it. As soon as the midterms, show up, we're a few months away from being in full swing, get through the primaries and forget about any bipartisanship. Because now we're going into the election. The Democrats think they can take the House back and potentially the Senate. And so any hope that you think, even if it has to do with something beneficial and pro US from a monetary perspective, they won't do it.
They're against everything, Jeff.
Anything right? They're pretty much against everything.
They're not for anything except open borders and healthcare for legals. They're help for other countries and other people, but not anything in the U.S. that matters.
But us.
It's really strange.
They don't even want to support our allies. That's a crazy thing, and they're trying to crush our allies. They always did. Look at that: 8 years of Obama and 4 years of Biden. How they tried to dismantle our allies, and they had a major negative impact on a lot of our allies built up around the world.
Everything they stand for is bad. So Coinbase,
love free stuff.
Yeah, free stuff is the big thing. Don't forget the free stuff. Yeah, Coinbase developer program put this up. This is interesting. They're rolling out agentic wallets, the first ever wallet infrastructure built specifically for autonomous agents. So give your agent the power of a wallet.
Yes.
Scary. Let your agent manage funds. Scary. Hold identity, transact on chain without any human intervention. So agentic wallets, and the difference between when people say the word agentic means that AI can act on your behalf. Doesn't, it can do things, right? It can go in, like, for example, in a business application, it can go into like a Salesforce and record stuff. On a customer service end, it can go in there and do things. It can look things up, but it also can make a payment. It can do all these things. That's what agentic is versus what we're used to, which is generative, which is you have a prompt, you put a prompt in, the prompt comes back and it returns. And then what you return is you get what you want. Agentic's a little bit different, is you can actually put some guardrails around it and say, yeah, go do some stuff, right? And it does it on your behalf. And this is, if you guys heard about Claude, or which is now open, what is it called? Open. They've changed the name so many times, but everyone's out buying Mac Minis, install this stuff, and next thing you know, it's changing passwords on your bank account because it couldn't get in, didn't have the password, so it changes it, creates a new password. It's answering emails. I'm sorry, man, I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not installing anything that can get into my seed phrase or respond to a phishing mail. Like, sure, why not? Yeah, go ahead and click it here. I'll click all the links. No, thanks. I'm off of that. That ain't happening. So they're programmable spending policies. So you tell it what you want to do. It's a non-custodial identity, which is good, and it's secure. Of course, they say it's going to tell you it's secure and permissioned execution. They can plug in financial skills out of the box. They can fund wallets. They can send payments. They can trade, earn. Make custom logic, Jeff, and that's interesting. You don't have to write custom logic or smart contracts. Transactions, this is interesting, are gasless with any token on base, so the agents never get blocked by fee management or missing ETH, because you hit something on ETH and there goes your wallet.
Agentic wallets are now available.
Yeah, so spin up a wallet for your favorite agent in minutes. Learn more here. Agents need to send, receive, pay, trade. I don't know. I mean, I think it's interesting, but I'm really not game to try this stuff out. Not that anything really bad can happen, but
so I read an X post. Someone took an agent, and it was like whatever it was. I forget how much the cost of the agent was, and he said, "Okay, I'm going to give you $50. You need to make enough money so that you don't die." Right? Something I forget.
Yeah.
He didn't put out his whole prompt. Within 24 hours, he was able to trade enough to where the agent had made like $2,900.
There you go.
Self-preservation.
Yeah, well, that's when it works.
You will die. You will die if you don't make money by trading. And make sure you don't die. Whatever your prompt would be, here's your parameters. Go trade, and that's it. You have today. You have until market close, 4 p.m., 4:30, whatever. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, Armstrong commented on it. He's like, now agents can spend, earn, and trade autonomously and securely. What could possibly go wrong, Jeff? I guess you could put some guardrails around it, but it's a little bit early for that. But let's go ahead and play the song. Everybody has to type in "Yet High."
It's almost time, but
we're close enough.
Before we get into that and segue over into politics because it's a perfect segue to end off on. And make sure you guys tune in because this, when we branch and kind of you see the two things coming together, right? Crypto and politics. So that's really interesting. But listening to these guys speak, I forget who it was. I think it was on Fox News. It's in the car. And they had someone come up. They were talking about the kidnapping of the one reporter's mother that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
And they had the whole thing with the
Then I
Bitcoin.
got 3.
So the guy's talking about, well, they were going to collect X amount of Bitcoin that had to be moved into, for lack of a better term, a Bitcoin purse. And listening to the way they're talking about this, I'm like, lack of a better term.
How about wallet?
Wallet. Yeah. How about wallet? And the guy must have said purse. He said purse like 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So we got to put it. They're going to put it in the Bitcoin purse. Like seriously, the Bitcoin purse.
No one's ever said Bitcoin purse.
He didn't say they were transferring it. They had to. I forget. He used some other weird term on how they were going to move the crypto there. They had to. Like,
there's something that's not right about the story.
I'm listening to them talk about this Bitcoin. I'm like, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. No, they said, well, the investigators are able to see when you receive the crypto, when you receive the Bitcoin, but not when it moves, or not when it's. I'm like, and then the guy's like, oh, it's public, but we can only see one-way movement. I'm like, well, do you guys not do any research?
You were listening to TMZ. That's what you were listening. I heard Harvey. What's his name? Not Johnson.
I mean, this whole conversation about the Bitcoin first. Oh my God, you can't see the activity.
Listen, it's kind of, first of all, if you want to go after somebody who has money, you don't go after somebody that's famous, someone in their family, right? So there's something that just doesn't feel right about this. It's such a weird target. The fact that there's been no communication, the fact that she didn't have her medication, the fact that they showed the picture of the guy showing up at the door and he's got the mask on. He looks eerily like the sister's husband.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like, I looked at the picture of his face and her and the thing. I'm like, isn't that the same dude that was like messing with the camera? I'm like, something. It's the whole thing is just weird. It's like there's no, I don't know, something. I don't think it's what they something's going on, man. I'm gonna put my finger on it, but this is not your typical. This is not your typical thing where it's like, oh, somebody just got kidnapped. No, that doesn't make sense. So go ahead and let's play this banging tune right here. And you guys type in Yeti. We got 7 in there right now, guys. 7. It's not enough. That's it.
What?
Look here, not there. Of course, it's a distraction. That's all it is, a distraction.
All right. Well, as the saying goes, we're gonna get this back.
Compliments on our studio. Appreciate that.
Oh,
got a new look.
This is called Lil Prowlers Don't Look Twice. So we are giving away a Lil Prowler from the badass Yetis of the White Tribe. Let me show these. This is number 776, and this is the song
776. 776. Joker. Nope. Go ahead. Nope.
And here he is right there.
Look at that. Little badass.
That's right. And he's got an appropriate song that goes along with him. And here you go.
He's little but mighty, Jeff. Mighty.
He's little but mighty and carries a glimmering sword.
Almost looks like a what are those things? Those lightsabers.
Star Wars. The lightsaber. Good sound effects.
Go right through your The little prowler got me with that damn thing.
Let's get this rug pulling going now. Here we go.
It's not a rug pull, it's a rig pull.
It's a rig.
It's a rig pull. It's like a rug pull, but it's a rig pull.
Yeah, these are too cute, but very vicious, and you're gonna learn. So here we go.
They are tough.
Here's the song for the Low Prowler.
Once upon a pinewood night, snow fell soft, no tracks in sight. Blink too fast, you might just see something small that shouldn't be. White little shimmering treetop glow, moves where the winter winds don't blow. No howl, no growl, no warning cry, just frost and shadow sliding by. Little prowlers don't stomp or creep, they drift where the cold would sleep. Hard to catch, never seen. If you spot one, know what that means. Not a tale you chase for fun, not a race you ever outrun. White tribe mark, carved in ice, see it once. Don't look twice. Don't look twice. that's the deal. Forest keeps what forest knows. Tiny blade with a cold wind blows. Cute little grin, calm and still. That's the face before the chill. Badass he is, white tribe seal. Move too slow, it gets too real. Sit that badass, recall and go. Stay awake, they come and go. Yeti, Yeti, Yeti. Lil prowlers never loud. White tribe moves beneath the clouds. No, don't warn, trees don't speak. See one once, that's your peak. This is total badassery. Badass Yetis. Myth, legend. Badass Yetis. On the chain.
Yeti, 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 Yeti. I love it. Uh-oh, Jim Cramer's knocking silver. That's not good. But it actually is good. If he's knocking it, that means he's going through the roof. He's going to 200.
And he was knocking Bitcoin the other day too.
Yeah, he shouldn't be talking about anything. The Kramer rule: shut your mouth, shut up, shut it. Look at this. Congressman Hakeem Jeffries solicited money from child sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein in 2013 after Epstein was a known pedo.
Right. Guess who needs to go away?
These guys always want you to like look over here. Meanwhile, look at this.
Look at that.
Dear Jeffrey, we're thrilled to announce that we're working with Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, one of the rising stars of the New York congressional delegation, sometimes referred to as Brooklyn Barack. I thought it was Dollar Store Barack. Dollar Store Obama. He's a staunch supporter of President Obama and a progressive voice for the people of New York City. Hakeem's committed to electing Democrat majority in 2014, encouraging his friends to participate in the DCCC, DSCC fundraising dinner, blah, 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 blah. Amazing. They're finding all this stuff in there. And it's so amazing how many politicians on the left. I mean, there's people on the right too. They'll make, if you listen to the leftist rags, you'll think that it's something totally different.
Everything's out in the open. It's brilliant.
Yeah. The unredacted, some of that stuff is brutal. So we got some other interesting articles about this whole thing. Let's see. I'll show you some other ones here.
Especially the one that came out with Trump. The Trump.
Yeah, amazing. Because they were like, who is the celebrity that outed? They knew there was some sort of celebrity that outed Epstein. Well, it turns out it was Trump. So that didn't go over well. Nobody's even actually covering it because, well, we don't like to talk about the truth. They were talking about it for the longest time ever. It was just nonstop. But here's Scott Jennings talking about it.
Tales that sharply undercut years of media and Democrat speculation and assertions about Donald Trump. Newly released FBI interview records confirm that Trump personally contacted Florida police in 2006 during the original Jeffrey Epstein investigation, and not to shield Epstein, but to support law enforcement going after him. According to the former Palm Beach police chief, Trump called investigators and praised them for pursuing the case. He warned about Epstein abusing underage girls. Trump also flagged Ghislaine Maxwell as evil, and he urged the police in Florida to focus on her role in recruiting victims. This is all in the Epstein files. Trump was right. The entire narrative around him and Epstein was a hoax perpetrated by Democrats to deflect away from their own problems. The police chief told federal investigators that Trump was the only prominent figure who proactively reached out to assist their investigation at a time when Epstein was surrounded by powerful friends and enablers. The FBI records also reinforce longstanding reports that Epstein was barred from Mar-a-Lago after inappropriate conduct there. And there is more. Additional documents show Democratic Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett communicated with Epstein using a fake name, presumably to shield herself from scrutiny. Reports indicate Plaskett used a pseudonym while exchanging messages with Epstein in connection with official matters, raising new questions as more names surface in the expanding Epstein document release. We'll have more to come as the Epstein files continue to be reviewed, but it seems to me there's vindication here for Trump and more trouble for Democrats than the media has ever wanted you to know. It's Scott Jennings.
Okay, so I was looking at this comment. Chad says that looks AI. Truth, but AI. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but Scott Jennings shared it on his official X account. The reason you see that is it's a bad codec. Whatever they used, it's a little bit off on the lip sync. So it's a little bit, it's not 100%, but this is from his radio show. He does a podcast. And so this is what this is from. And it's also poorly framed and top of that. But you probably are detecting that something doesn't feel right. And it's because there's a little bit of a delay from when he's talking to the lips. It's very compressed. So it almost looks like the mouth's not moving right. But no, it's 100% true. And it's 100%. He shared it. Listen, one of the hardest jobs Jeff and I have is like when we want to share something or breaking stuff. We have shared stuff in the past that wasn't true. And sometimes you got to corroborate stories, but you got to look a little bit harder and you can see it out there. But he says, consider the hoax debunked. And when Trump was calling it a hoax, Jeff, you remember saying, it's a hoax, it's a hoax. So what ended up happening? The Democrats screamed harder. You release the files. They had the 4 years that Biden was there, not a peep. No, nothing about you never heard the word Epstein except when he died. It was like Epstein didn't kill himself. Okay, but supposedly they had the files too. They seeded it with a lot of garbage. But anyway, this woman is like pretty much spot on. It's not something different we have said here. And Trump is the master at this, but Trump is basically the master at psychology here, and she totally nails it here.
I've said this in the past multiple times. How funny would it be if, a certain someone said, no, don't release that. There's no such thing as that. It's a hoax. It's a fucking hoax. So now what happens? The Democrats are like, it's not a hoax. He's in it. He's in it. Release it all. Release it all. Trump's like, no, there's nothing to release. He gets them all riled up. He gets them all riled up to release the files, and he does it in batches. He does the first batch where his name is in it 38,000 times. This is all the Democrats are seeing. This is all they want. They've avoided every single other thing in there. But now, release the second batch. Oh, Trump's the whistleblower. So what did he do here? He convinced you that he was a predominant part of this. But you didn't think he was the one who took him down. You thought he was like a co-conspirator, right? He played y'all again.
Played once again. Brilliant. Does it every time. The weird thing I haven't been able to connect with, this is like the second term. We had 40 Trump when he wasn't president. Like this is his MO. Like people still don't understand it yet. They have. If you want to understand Trump, just read his book. It tells you his techniques about negotiation. There's nothing interesting or different in there. But for some reason, people just can't get it, Jeff. I don't understand. It's like, so now what's really interesting about this, and I've been trying to figure this one out, every major mainstream media site has been sharing the same story. ABC, NBC, CBS, doesn't matter where you go. CNN, here's CNN right here. Shortly after the law enforcement investigation into Epstein became public in the mid-2000s, Donald Trump called the Palm Beach, Florida Police Department to express gratitude, according to a newly released document. It's so funny. Like, Jeff, what would the motivation be for all of the mainstream media sharing this story? Could it be that they want the courts to go lighter on them? They want to think they're good guys all of a sudden, reporting a positive story? According to this new document,
right?
I find it highly suspect, to be honest.
It's massively suspect, and at the same
sense, Jeff.
The Democrats are being hit from every single direction right now. They are trying to save their narrative. Even Trump now, I think there's 30 signatories to the new peace initiative that he's putting together. There's a $2 billion payment from the U.S. to the UN that's supposed to be made, and Trump is withholding it. The UN is going to be decimated. They don't understand what's happening. The Save America Act just got passed through the House a couple hours ago, along party lines, which is you have to have a valid photo ID to vote, and that needs to come to a national level. There's some of these stupid vidiot newscasters out there that say that it should be state the state should have the authorization, or it should be within their authority to decide if there should be an ID. Forget that. It has to be a national mandate that you need to have a photo ID to vote. That's it. No other wiggle room. Otherwise, California continues doing what California does. Virginia continues to do what Virginia does, and it provides no clear-cut freedoms under the Constitution for the rest of the people in that state. So if you don't have to have an ID, you continue cheating. You're stealing the election. In Virginia, you saw that we talked about the redistricting, and the new governor redistricted. So it was like a fair, like 6-5 split, Democrat to Republican. And now it's 10-1, 10 Democrats for 1 Republican. So it's totally, the way they drew the lines. So it's going to guarantee and solidify the Democrat victories forever because of what they're doing. And before it was balanced. And I get it. You're the governor. You want to create your pocket, but they're so giddy. She was so giddy and laughing while she was doing it. They're so corrupted. And what we saw in Michigan, what we saw in Fulton County, Georgia, what we saw in Arizona, what we saw in California, throughout the state, the theft of the election in 2020 was real. And we all saw it firsthand. We knew it was happening. We all talked about it. It was so obvious, but the elitists, media decided they wanted to spin their own narrative, and they were trying to go after Trump. They wanted the Russia hoax to stick. They wanted all the different hoaxes. The other part of it is there's so many people, not so many. There's a handful of people within the crypto community, the libertarians within the crypto community, and we're starting to see some of the YouTube community as well that were quote unquote conservatives, but they're not. They're libertarians, and they're so gullible and stupid to where they turn their backs on Trump. They believe the whole withholding of the Epstein files, and they're wondering why they're not going after it. We're like 6, 7, 8 months into a term, and like, why isn't everything being done? What is that? And they had no staying power or even brain power to really think through how the process unfolds. When you don't have judges throughout the country that you can bring cases to because the Democrats have stacked the deck, they didn't have all their pieces ready, and the timing wasn't right to drop the Epstein files. Now the timing's right. Now they're pulling the carpet out from underneath the Democrats' feet while they're struggling from an economic perspective. Trump is dismantling the United Nations. We're seeing freedom reigning in other parts of the world. It was all because of Trump. Trump is the beacon. If Trump didn't get elected this time around, the whole world was screwed. So you think about, we talked a lot about Malay. We talk about what happened in El Salvador. Now we see what's happening in Costa Rica, right? And there's going to be others. The election in Japan was critical to see what happened in Japan recently. And that's all because of the Trump mantra, which is make your country great again. You got to wake up, and thank God for that. So Trump is so much more symbolic to freedom on a global scale. And it all these things are so relevant, and he's playing 3D chess, and nobody can keep up. He's so many moves ahead of everybody else. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, this is where it goes from drip, drip, drip to a funnel, and it starts opening up wide. I love this comment right here. Mark Smithson is taking his girlfriend to Lafayette, Coney Island on Valentine's Day. And if you guys don't know what that is, I'm going to put it up on screen here. This is pretty generous of you, man. This is a very cool eatery. There it is right there. There it is right there, man. Lafayette, Coney Island. Boom, in Detroit. Awesome. Beautiful.
I've been there.
Girls, yeah. We've all been there. See that right there? Get yourself a dog, some chili fries. Good couple of beers.
Never eaten chili cheese fries. I don't think I could do that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Look at that bells. Look at that bells right there. Oh,
it's fantastic. Man. Yeah, I got some
IPA. Oh, come on.
Onions all day long.
Too hard. Oh, come on. Founders all day.
Oh,
and
are you kidding me? Dude, you never had chili cheese fries? What's wrong with you?
Never. I've been at the same table with people that have ordered
them. Something wrong with you, man. God, that's the greatest thing in the world. It's fantastic. So,
before we move on, I just want to play this. I want to get your thought and opinion. I don't know if you saw this. It's real short, but this is, it was actually a sheriff that was brought in front of Congress, and it just shows the guy obviously is on the left, but he's also anti-ICE. And here's part of the problem is that we have appointed individuals, elected individuals that have no clue what the Constitution is really about. And
I did see this. I did see this.
Branch of government do you operate under?
Mecklenburg County.
I did see this. This is great.
What branch of government do you operate under, Sheriff?
Oh my God.
Constitution of the United States.
Do you think he should know what the three branches are?
Government. I'm asking which branch you fall under.
Mecklenburg County. I'm a duly sworn Mecklenburg County Sheriff. We answer to the people of Mecklenburg County.
This was not where I was anticipating getting stuck. Are you aware of how many branches of government
He's going to give him a hint.
No.
He's like, oh, no. Okay.
For the sake of debate, I will move on and say there are three branches of government: legislative, executive, judicial. Of
No, this is
those
the best
three,
one.
which do you believe you fall under?
I believe I fall under the last one.
No.
Say it to me.
Judicial.
You are incorrect, sir. You fall under the executive.
There's no freaking idea.
Oh my God. Look at how everyone's just, look at that. They don't even know what to do with themselves. Like, oh my God.
Dude, I watched this. I watched this twice. I actually pulled it for the show. I actually had it bookmarked.
Yep.
But it's hard to understand. Like, this is like civics 101, Jeff. This is like this is like such basic shit. Like, you remember I was like fifth grade. It's like, what are the three branches of government? And which is the one? And that guy's like, Mecklenburg County. Imagine you have a position of authority and you don't even understand the basics that you learned in fifth grade. It's ridiculous to me.
Well, when it got even worse because he was saying that he isn't there to protect. I think he said he wasn't there to protect the Constitution.
Oh, right.
He
said some shit
specifically for the people of the county or something. Or I forget exactly how he said it. But like, what? And he's not subject to the authority or whatever. I was like, are you kidding me? This guy is just.
It's hard to believe. It's really hard to believe. I don't understand it.
Guam is going to tip over. That's
Remember that? That was the greatest one ever. That guy. Every time that guy talks, I say, "Whoa!" I always comment. I go, "But is Guam still in danger of tipping over, or is it good?" Bill Mitchell says, "We all knew it was stolen. We knew." He says the Post just nailed the biggest crime in American history. But before we get to that, hang on a second. I wanted to play this whole thing. I'll actually play the video that he's talking about here.
There was not a Trump vote in there. They all vote, and you do not have a place in any state. Maybe Dixville's Notch, where there were 5 voters at the first thing, and they all 5 voted for Biden. Maybe there, but not when you have something of 138,000. You don't all break that way, and it still shouldn't be linear because you have so many counters that are counting across the way that they're all tallying and reporting, and you don't bunch them in and report one thing. So that doesn't look right for the process.
This is what I said. Like every single one of them, they were counting and counting. Stop the counting, and then boom, zip right to the top. Right.
Yep.
One's trending high, one's trending low. You had this in, especially up in Georgia. You had this in Wisconsin. Like a lot of this mirrored the same. And everybody was like, I guess some late votes came in. 138,000 votes. Every single one of them for Biden. Not one. It's statistically improbable. With 50,000, it's improbable. With 10,000, with 600, it's impossible. 138,000. So he's showing this
It certainly does not look right for the fact that there is no place of 138,000 where you don't have both candidates represented. I mean, even the bluest city, you're still going to have somebody voting for the other party. And so these two things, it would not be a tight race right now had this not occurred. And this looks like it occurred maybe 4:30 in the morning. This is about 6:30 in the morning.
6:23 a.m.
There you go.
Here.
Well, 6:23 here.
There.
Yeah, it looks like about 4:30 maybe that it shot up here. So those are the two charts. And now you hear that Nevada has shut down. They're suddenly not counting anymore. So there's some crazy stuff going.
Wisconsin.
If you had to make a prediction, why would they stop counting in Nevada? I mean, people at home are trying to figure out what? It's the middle of the day. Why would you even say?
You need to know how many votes you need to manufacture to bring the total up.
Stop.
That's what's inexplicable by all logical, by all political accounts. It makes no sense.
It makes 100% sense. They needed to know what the difference they need to overcome to position the votes.
They're afraid to come out and say it. They were afraid to say it.
A bunch of wussies, man.
It's amazing.
So this one here too. Joe Altman has proved that Democrats are stealing elections with Dominion electronic voting machines. And I'll just play the video, but he does have the proof here, but this is him talking about it.
Okay, let me dig into Dominion. Can they actually steal an election, or is it just a hyperbolic guy? And then I was like, wait, we have a Georgia runoff race for the Senate seat. And then I built this model, and I was like, they're going to steal it. Here's how they're going to do it. I mathematically mapped out how they were going to steal the election, and I went to Washington. And then it happened exactly the way I said it happened. And I met with NSA guys. I met with ODNI people. I met with lawyers. I met with guys that said, how did you get this information? I said, well, I went through and did a map of all the RFPs, RFQs, manuals, things that I had for Dominion, and I built backwards what the vulnerabilities would be. And then I looked at statistically what happened on November 3rd. And then I said, okay, in this runoff election, the Democrats are going to take both seats. And here's how they're going to do it. They're going to flip it, and the vote's going to come down. It's going to come back up. I literally told them exactly what's going to happen. John Eastman was there. His entire speech at Ellipsis with President Trump on Jan 6th was information that he took from me from hours of grilling me over a 2-day period of time.
Wow.
So, and I went to meet with Pompeo's counsel. Pompeo was supposed to be there, and I was in a skiff at the State Department when everything happened at the Capitol, briefing counsel, and he looked up at me and he's sweating in a room that is very cool. And I'm like, oh crap, he knows. And that's how I knew it was an inside job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's interesting is like, why would he be meeting with counsel? Think about meeting in the skiff, right? There's no mobile phones. It's heavy lockdown security. It's totally bug free, right? It's so sensitive that he met in the skiff to deliver this information. It's incredible. I honestly, just at the point, I just don't even understand. Like people
go up to the 2020 election, they got to go after the COVID shit. You saw in Australia, there were all these tainted vaccines. How many millions of vaccines?
Yeah, that was pretty sad.
People are getting turbo cancer. People are going to die at mass around the world.
My mom got turbo cancer, died. There you go. I mean, she didn't die from that, but I mean, she did get turbo cancer. But you know, it's pretty sad, man.
ID required for an 87-year-old to buy alcohol, but not for an 18-year-old to elect the leader of the world.
100%, man. It's gotten off the rails.
Is it a Faraday? Is that what a skiff is?
Yeah, it's a Faraday. It is a Faraday cage. It's like nothing. Well, first of all, yeah, nothing can penetrate it, but also too, you got to leave your mobile phone outside the skiff. There's no recording. You're totally patted down. You go through many machines. Like it's a secure. I forget what this stands for. The skiff. It's secure or something, whatever. But it's a secure facility. So he was in the skiff doing this shit. It's pretty impressive, man, on a lot of levels. So
he knew the terminology.
So
skiff.
So here's Rob Schneider talking about a joke that President Trump.
Show.
What's that?
Should do the show from a skiff.
It is. It's a secure location, man. It's underground bunker. Here it is right here. This is a little fun joke that Rob Schneider tells here. He said President Trump once told it, but I don't know about that.
I think Donald Trump, if I may say, like he said something interesting. I thought he said something like, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Kick him out of the country, you never have to feed him again. I'm not sure if he said that.
I don't think he said that at all, but that's a great joke, though.
For a day. Kick him out of the country, you never have to feed him again.
Never have to feed him again.
That's so funny.
That is some good stuff right there. So, Jeff, you remember the Olympics? You're playing these nut jobs, talking bad mouth. Like you're at the Olympics, and they're starting to get into politics. Nobody is there to listen to that. Hey, I'm real proud to represent my country. That's it. I don't know if it was you or I think you were the one that said because, and I was saying like, how don't their coaches rein them in? And you're like, well, their coaches are the same way. And then I found the video of the coach doing the same shit. I was like, Jeff, you totally called this, Jeff. 100%. Well, look at this. Here's a tale of two Olympians. Look at this. So one is Eileen Gu. She's a hypocrite. She enjoyed all the benefits of the U.S. and sold out to the CCP. The other is Alyssa Liu, a hero. She valiantly represented the U.S. despite communist China's targeted threats and attacks. The hypocrite versus the hero. The hypocrite's on the right, with the China flag. Okay. And there's the hero on the left. So let's check this out. Eileen Gu was born and raised in California, yet in 2022, she chose to represent communist China instead of the U.S., saying the U.S. already has representation. Yes, the U.S. has representation, but that's not the reason to sell out to a genocidal communist. Fast forward to 2026, Gu stuck the landing on an incredible display of hypocrisy. Gu criticized the U.S. and she doesn't represent, and said nothing about communist China's extensive human rights abuses, even though she chose to wear their flag.
Yep. Of course.
I mean, insane, right?
So pathetic.
Despite this obvious hypocrisy, Gu's legacy media coverage has been extensive and fawning. Selling out brought her tens of thousands. Believe that? She did it for money, dude.
Of course she did it for money.
They gave her money to go represent. And you know, China doesn't have dual passport. Like, you can't have dual citizenship. So it's in name only. It's not like because her parents were there, she got to do it. No.
Yeah.
They don't even have that concept. Either you're Chinese, you're not. So outlets rarely question her chosen loyalty to communist China. And Alyssa Liu's story couldn't be more different. She's the daughter of a Chinese refugee who fled after Tiananmen Square massacre to live the American dream. Liu was also recruited by Beijing, but unlike Eileen Gu, she didn't put a price tag on her integrity. There she is right there, 2018 junior champ. Liu's Olympic journey even overcame Beijing's interference efforts. Liu and her family were targeted in the CCP's Operation Fox Hunt during the 2022 Beijing Olympics. She had to be protected by the State Department officials. The Lius refused to be intimidated by the communist China, despite the CCP's targeted attacks upon the father-daughter duo. Alyssa overcame, competed, and she won gold, Jeff. Both young women are champions. One's a massive hypocrite. The other one's a true hero. Be like Liu, not Gu. Gu would be a Liu, not a Gu. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name right. Gu. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not even pronounced that way. Do you know? I mean, I don't know. I wanted to. Where is the? I thought I had that video. Maybe I didn't have it. Shoot.
You see that? The Guinness curling.
Oh yeah, I have that one too.
Can't find it.
Yeah, I have that one.
Funny ones though.
Oh no!
Would you lose?
They pulled it.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they pulled it. Oh, that sucks. You know, they basically. Well, they pulled it because that Gu, she tried to go do a thing off the back thing, and she fell and just embarrassed herself. Right. And that's so now, because it's NBC's footage, the media reported the copyright and they took it down.
Of course,
it's so cheesy, man. So pathetic.
So gay.
I mean, super gay. It's like, you know, because it was a negative story, and they're always trying to protect the CCP. Of course,
yeah, they couldn't leave that up.
If anybody has that link of her falling, God, it was fantastic. Actually,
who's the other guy that got hit in the nuts?
That's the guy. Down. That's the one I have next. That's the one I have. That's the one I have queued up next. It's so funny. We think we didn't even talk about this, and here it is. Funny enough, I've got it up here. I just got to put the sound on because the sound is funny to listen to.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. This guy that posted it said he watched it 800 times. I watched it about 750 times, and I was like, every time I winced. I was like, oh, that has to hurt, Jeff.
There is no exception to copyright anymore in news.
Right. It's all. So here it is right here. Look at this.
All made up shit anyways.
Do you have the sound? Do you hear sound on that?
No.
Now it's the French.
Oh, there we go.
Bertrand.
It's probably somehow.
Through the S turn.
Look at that. Oh, that's just gone. Oh my God.
To the groin for Yannick Bertrand, and you.
Oh my God, I don't know how you survive that. You don't survive that.
Ouch.
At that speed.
Oh, dude. 60 miles an hour, whacking it. Oh.
Oh. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's horrible.
Oh, the gate to the groin for Yannick Bertrand, and you could hear it.
You could hear it.
If you're a man, you could feel it. Wow. Watch this again.
If you're a man, you could feel it. Watch it again. Oh,
it's like slapped. Bam.
Ouch.
All the replays. Is that him screaming? That is him screaming.
Ah. Yeah, I don't know if that was him or not. I think somebody added that bit of it.
Wait, ABC has rights to America's Funniest Home Videos. that's made. That's number one.
Oh, here it is. Somebody, oh, they didn't take this one down yet. Oh no, shoot.
We're out for a day of skiing, and this is what happens.
It's funny. Nobody has that video of her falling.
Marcia's close. She said, "Just put my cup
It was
on."
painful,
That's
dude.
what I was thinking about. I was like, "Isn't he wearing a cup?" I'm like, "Oh, I guess not. Not when you're skiing."
Yeah, I don't think it'd be hard to ski with the cup on.
No, yeah, not something that you're thinking about.
Yeah, I don't think you're thinking about getting whacked.
Nuts. That was nuts.
Tallywhacker. It's not good, man.
Oh God.
Dramatic defeat for the favorite. She and it was so funny because Switzerland started celebrating up on they were like next, and they started celebrating because they knew that they were they won.
She broke her leg.
Oh, did she?
I think so. Is that the one? I think that was.
How come nobody has this of her falling?
They took it down. It's gone. They scrubbed it.
You think the CCP
the CCP had something to do with it? They reached out to all the media outlets and were like, remove it. But then you'd think someone recorded it and it would have been up.
It's like, oh yeah, then they did the copyright because they didn't want it out there. The CCP had to be behind this goo.
Yeah.
Falls skiing. No, it's nobody has it, man. US born for China. That makes 0 sense. She got silver. She was gonna win gold. Wow. It's called karma, bitches. That's what it's called. Sadly enough, to tell you the truth, that's just what it's called. And we're getting close to the drawing time. There's so much more we had here. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, we got some Bob. Here we go. We had some some other good stuff that we never got to. But this guy right here is just gold. Bob Bankus. Here's some quick hits from Bob Bankus. Then we'll do the drawing.
They used to love masks until I started wearing them. Liberals, they used to love masks until I started wearing them. They're going into people's houses without warrants. Yeah, you mean like in COVID? It's like the woman today. You saw the video today that went viral?
So I'm Somali. I'm proud to be Somali. To me, being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice.
And the girl, she's got a Band-Aid on her head. She's got a burqa on. And they go, well, what's it like being Somali in America? She goes, look, everybody thinks it's just bananas and rice. And I heard that and I go, wait, what the fuck? Like she said something, she gave me a gift of like, I didn't even know I could be that racist to you guys. Bananas and rice.
Oh my God.
These motherfuckers really are the Mexicans of Africa.
Oh my God.
No, I had another Mexican Uber. She was nice. She spoke English, so I let her stay. But
it's too much. Horrible. That's horrible.
I was on the phone in her car talking to my agent about traveling and comedy, and after the call, she's like, "Well, what do you do for a living?" I'm like, "Fucking nosy bitch," you know. Now I'm wishing she was one of the no hablo motherfuckers. But I was nice. I was like, "Oh, I'm a comedian." She's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Canada. I'm here legally." It was right before the election. I was like, "Yeah, I'm Canadian. I'm here legally, but I can't vote. I'm not American." She looks back. She goes, "Oh, you can vote." You can vote as many times you want. We're citizens. But that's fake news, I think. Name one citizen that's been deported. Besides Ellen DeGeneres.
Besides Ellen DeGeneres.
She did it self-deported. No, but I'm curious, who's been deported? Right. That's what everybody says, but maybe it's just a Maryland man.
Yeah, exactly. Maryland man.
Rodrigo Gonzalez Alejandro. He's guilty. If your name's not Jeff, you're going.
Jeff.
But he wasn't a citizen. He was a green card holder that had got arrested 4 times. Look, I'm not racist at home alone. It's only once I venture out, I go, I forgot they were all here.
God.
Like if they were to do an experiment on me and to see if I was racist and put me in a room by myself and they're like, are you racist? I'd be like, no. And they'd be like, and then they'd send in 2 mystery race people. They're immigrants. You look at them, you're like, I don't know what they are, but there's some.
There's something. What?
And I hang out with those guys for a couple hours, and then they come back, are you racist yet? And be like, no, these guys are pretty chill. And they'd be like, and then the 40 more just, till it's just shoulder to shoulder. And then they're like, are you racist? I'm like, yeah, I fucking hate these people.
Yeah. He's like the only one that guy does these weird jokes and stuff like that.
Very weird. And
Fidloff said they're corny. All jokes are corny.
Remember? Can't forget about
no. The white breakdancer. Yeah, she was something.
Oh my God.
You have to see the video of the competition of the people that didn't make it.
Right.
There were actual breakdancers.
Right. Imagine this. What kind of? Oh my God. The fact that you even made it.
Wow.
Look at how people are looking. They're like, what in the world?
Yeah. Imagine being famous for that, Jeff. That's a great way to. Can you imagine being famous? That's how you're famous because you had one of the worst, positions in your life. It's insane.
It is crazy.
It's insane. Anyway, I want to play this. Go ahead. We'll do this. I wanted to play this one clip of Paulina Luna talking about the SAVE Act. She's roasting the Democrats here.
A woman from Florida is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My colleagues are spending a lot of time lecturing the American people on how this is going to require you to show your papers. But last time I checked, during COVID, they demanded that if you simply wanted to go to a funeral, be with your loved ones while they were dying, or get married, you had to show your papers. In fact, in New York City, they were literally asking you for your COVID passport. Yet the Save America Act, a common sense piece of legislation that requires 2 things, voter ID plus proof of citizenship, is being labeled by people in the Senate and people in this very chamber as Jim Crow era laws. Well, let me remind the American people of history. It was the Democrat Party that championed the Jim Crow era laws. And this is the farthest thing from it. In fact, if you're doing that, you're insulting over 70% of your voters, Democrats, who believe that voter ID is the best way to secure an election. Then we have the argument that you have from Blue Anon saying that Trump is trying to steal the election and Orange Man bad, and this is somehow going to fix the midterms. But the fact is that if we are going to play that game, then you would want voter ID and you would want to secure the elections. So please support this legislation. I do not believe that Barack Obama, in showing his voter ID, was engaging in Jim Crow era law or pushing that type of perspective. And for the same people that are advocating, saying that Kristi Noem and ICE will demand your personal information and you will be under surveillance, let I remind them that they actually all authorized the reauthorization of FISA, unreformed, that violated your constitutional rights. So this is pretty simple. If you are not an American, you do not get to vote in our elections. This is not a free-for-all country. A majority of Americans support this. A majority of the world has voter ID in place. It is not racist. I appreciate my colleagues and the House admin for doing this, and I support all of my colleagues and urge them to vote for this piece of legislation. I yield my time.
Nice.
Yeah, really so who is saying this in there? Visual Vendetta says, wow.
Mark, I thought the minimum house age was 94.
Yeah, so I was gonna put up so she's from Florida. She's on the West Coast, right, Jeff? West Coast, I believe.
Believe so.
Yeah, so here she is. She was, I remember a couple years ago she got everybody enraged because she wore the Make America Great Again swimsuit. But there she is right there. She got a big tat going on there.
Oh, look at that.
And then there she is right there. The liberals flipped out about that too.
Guns,
yeah. And then there she is right there with her "Make America Great Again" swimsuit, and they got all tweaked on that. Twerked. They were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that." So yeah. Yeah, she's something else. She's a former model, by the way, in case anybody's checking. Cover a Maxim before.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so there she is.
Oh, yeah, there she is. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, she decided to go into politics, do something with the world. She's smart. She's smart as a whip, though, man. She could outclass any one of these morons. That's former Maxim model. Yeah, very cool. Well, Jeff, let's do that drawing. Let's play that.
Did you see this? Michael Carbonera's starting to post stuff.
Good.
We had him here, but he's getting more actively involved. But look at this. This one, she's now referred to the ethics committee. I hope they really hold. They got to remove her. Who's that other one? Presley. Who's the one with the shaved head? Is that Presley or is that someone else?
Yeah.
Her husband also
Presley's
went to 0, and now they have they like 8 million in 12 months, and they made like 30 million in 12 months. Their winery, they still have no ties to any of the consulting work that her husband has done. There's 0 companies that are connected, so they're investigating. Each one of them were handpicked. It wasn't an accident that AOC won some competition, and then she was handpicked. Rashida Tlaib, who's a terrorist sympathizer and supports terrorist entities in the U.S. One of them, CARE, she was handpicked. Ilhan Omar picked. Presley picked. And whoever the other 5th squad member is. They created the squad, like the Charlie's Angels of lefty politics. They're so obvious. They're all going to be taken down and removed.
Look at this, Jeff.
Just remove them.
Did you guys score?
I meant to log in and I didn't get to.
I tried to send it to you, Jeff.
I know you sent it to me, and that was
but I said you have to do it quick. You have to do it quick.
I know.
Well, there you go. On its way.
Look at that.
On its way.
Oh, you got a sweatshirt.
Crew neck sweatshirt on its way. $50. Erased. Any shipping and handling? No. Did you get one, Fidlaf? Did you get one of those?
Did everyone get one?
And then Garling House signed a bunch of them, so it'd be cool if I get one by Garling House signed, it's gonna get framed. Go on the wall back there. I'll find it right next to. I'll have to rearrange a couple of things, but I'll put it up on one of those panels right there.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I hope I get one of those cool ones, but who knows?
Nice.
Who knows what's gonna happen, Jeff? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
I know.
It's a cool shirt. I mean, it's like I couldn't believe it because I went there and it said limited supplies, and I kept refreshing, and then boom, it came up, and then I jumped on it. I was like, and you needed the code, otherwise you weren't going to get it, even if you got to. Yes, I got one. Beautiful, man, fantastic. You're probably as excited as I was. You're probably like, no way, because it was a limited supply. It didn't have very many.
Limited demand.
So, let's do
limited. Lots of
today's
demand.
Yeti will be signed. It will be signed by the Zaman wallet, and that's about this place is going to get done. So let's do it, Jeff. Let's go play that banging tune again. I like that. It sounds a little bit like
Schumer got
show game or something. What happened to Schumer?
Got thousands in money from Jeffrey Epstein.
They all did, dude.
They're all going down.
Freed.
All the lefties.
They were begging for the files to get released because Trump played them. They're so stupid. Every single time. Then people don't, and dude, even people on the right don't know. I can't believe there's no arrest. Yeah, sure, arrest people. What happened to Comey? Judge threw it out, done. What happened to Letitia James? Judge threw it out, gone. But sure, let's have some indictments for people that'll never stick. Great idea. Thanks for paying attention, people. Thanks for playing along, morons.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a lot of morons on the left, but there's a lot of morons on the right too, Jeff.
There's too many. Yeah. It's too many to count, unfortunately. But here we go. What we do know is that we got a kick-ass song and a kick-ass giveaway for today.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. Let's do it, Jeff.
All right, here we go.
Once upon a pinewood night, snow fell soft, no tracks in sight. Blink too fast, you might just see something small that shouldn't be. White little shimmering treetop glow, moves where the winter winds don't blow. No howl, no growl, no warning cry, just frost and shadow sliding by. Little prowlers don't stomp or creep, They drift where the cold would sleep. Hard to catch, never seen. If you spot one, know what that means. Not a tale you chase for fun, not a race you ever outrun. White stripe mark, carved in ice. See it once, don't look twice. Don't look twice. White tribe hidden in light, little prowlers out of sight. Soft as snow, sharp as steel. See one once, that's the deal. Forest keeps what forest knows. Tiny blade with a cold wind blows. Cute little grin, calm and still. That's the face before the chill. Badass he is, white tribe seal. Move too slow, it gets too real. Sit that badass, we come and go. Stay awake, they come and go. Yeti, Yeti. Little prowlers never loud. White tribe moves beneath the clouds. No, don't warn, trees don't speak. See one once, that's your peak. This is total badassery. Badass Yetis. Myth, legend. Badass Yetis. On the chain.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, I was loving it.
Badass.
I feel it's really weird. You know what's weird, Jeff? Like we have one of the lower attended streams in a long time because everybody was off on the.
Yes.
We have like the most in the drawing that we've had like in a long time. We have 18.
Oh, there you go.
Make it make sense, Jeff. I don't get it.
I don't know. It's good.
The golden, yeah, that was a golden doodle. That was a
You
golden.
met us a couple of times. How'd you meet us a couple of times? Where were we a couple of times?
Might have been in Florida. Was it in Florida? It was in.
Florida,
was it in Miami that we met you?
And maybe
It was her
Orlando.
because I never recognized the name of the thing.
No. Very clever lyrics. That's right.
Good.
Thank you very
Very
much.
clever.
28.
That must have been Allman Brothers for sure, right?
28.
My sweet Yeti.
Where did we meet?
Instead of my
Where
sweet
did we meet?
Melissa.
New York. Oh, you saw Fid Laugh in New York.
Ah, okay. New York. I wasn't in Vegas. Nope, wasn't Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
It
Vegas.
was not in Vegas. It might have been New York.
It was New York. You were in New York.
Vegas. I was in New York for sure.
And you went to the Ripple event.
It was the Ripple event. It was at Swell this past year. So
Swell.
It's all swell. Okay, let's do it, Jeff. Let's do it.
Oh,
You got 18 in there. I'm not even going to ask for any more. 18. You have 1 in 18 chance of winning. Let's see what it's going to be. Cue the music, Jeff, and I'll go ahead and let her rip.
Wait.
All set. Ready. That's person there. Oh, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Boom, John Doe.
Crypto.
John Doe, are you still here?
John Doe. I didn't even see that John Doe was here.
He was here earlier, yeah. Remember he said he liked their backgrounds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Is John Doe
New York.
still
2 Ripple events. There you go. Fid Laugh, are you from New York or are you from Florida? Well, it can't be from Florida. We've seen Fid Laugh in Florida. Fid Laugh's probably in New York.
Maybe. John Doe, we need to know. John Doe. All right. Hang on a second. I'm going to have to get the timer out.
Yeah, put the timer on.
Timer.
The spreadsheet.
Crap.
The spreadsheet. Took me a while to figure this out.
Okay.
Here we go, yo.
Here we go.
Countdown has been initiated. Today is
0.
26.
When it gets to 0, that's what ends up happening from New York. Okay, gotcha. We may re-roll, so if we don't hear from John Doe, we're out.
John.
We will be rolling it again. So we got about.
Let me go to the YouTube.
Oh.
YouTube chat. I forgot to end the poll. XRP wins. And the poll. If there were only one asset, what would you hold? XRP, RLUSD, Bitcoin, or LTC, Litecoin? We have 40 votes. 3%. Litecoin got 3%. Bitcoin got 3%. RLUSD got 10%. And XRP got 84%.
It does look like a no-go for John Doe.
Oh, there's no John Doe.
Why is Litecoin on this? Because we had to, man. Because why not? Because the networks always do it, so we had to follow suit. Okay, well there it is, people.
Follow suit with what?
You can't hear the bell ringing on your side.
Oh, why is LTC on the list?
It just rang in my ear. I don't know.
What bell? I don't have the bell.
Hang on a second. Let me
Oh, what are you talking about?
figure out where it is.
Oh yeah, we didn't hear your countdown. John Doe.
Okay, here we go. Do it again. Who's gonna win? Who's it gonna be?
John Doe.
Oh, Mark Smith.
Oh,
Bro, you can give it to your girl for Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Tony Park. Oh my God. Match made in heaven.
Pay it forward to Rod Hale.
Rod Hale. Okay, Rod Hale, we're gonna need your
Rod Hale, are you here?
Turn it off, Rod Hale. Way too loud.
Rod Hale is.
Turn it off. All right.
Claim
Rod
yours
Hale.
will be forgotten. Rod Hale. Rod Hale, there you go.
All right, so we need your address, dude. We'll give it to you. And thanks. A big shout out to Mark Smith. And I thought he was going to be excited to give it to his girl while they were sitting eating a chili dog with onions and some cheese fries with an IPA beer.
Mark Smithson gets a free Coney dog next time we're in Detroit.
Free Coney, baby.
Free Coney
That's
dog.
right. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Cheese fries.
Man, can you imagine how excited she would have been too? It's like, hey, baby, not only did I get you some chili cheese fries, but I got you this little prowler. You put it up on the phone.
Little
Super
prowler.
excitement, man.
Little
I can't
prowler.
imagine how exciting that would be.
Little prowler.
Well, congrats. So get your wallet. You're going to need your wallet there, sir.
your wallet.
Go into your Zaman.
He's getting it. And your X handle if you have one.
It's probably
John, my name is Rod Hale.
My name is Rock. My name is Kid Rock. Oh, by the way, you know that whole thing with the Super Bowl and everything? So I do. So you remember the whole thing with the Super Bowl and
the gay Super Bowl?
They were saying like, who was better, Bad Bunny or Kid Rock? Well, this is Kid Rock bitch slapping Bad Bunny.
Damn! Oh my God. You can't, can't paste it. Hang on. Let me see. Let's see.
Hey, Jeff, one more insight from an Aussie. Leave it to an Aussie to come up with this insight here. Did you send it to him? For some reason, you can't paste. You got to go into the app and hit copy. Then you can paste
wallet here, though.
Oh, you have his wallet?
Yeah, we gave him 2 that one day because we missed him on one.
Okay, so here it is. We got it. Okay, he pasted it.
This is number 3. Oh, he pasted it. All right. Does it end in
Z
small HR?
Yeah, ZHR. Correct.
All right, get ready, Rod, because I'm going to transfer this. Make sure you claim it.
Yeah,
don't transfer this bad boy.
Yeah, a lot of people don't claim them. And
yeah, people don't claim them, and then they stay in our wallet, and we might accidentally give it to someone else because it's still in the wallet. But I checked each one of them.
Gotta claim it, man. Claim, baby, claim.
Claim yours, or you know what happens? You be forgotten. Claim yours or be forgotten.
Bitches forever.
You know why? Because badass Yetis are on the chain. Is on the chain.
On the chain. Badass Yetis born for battle.
Made for legend.
Made for legend.
It has now been sent to you. It is now officially yours. Badass Yeti number 776 has now been transferred to Rod Hale. Thanks you to Mark Smithson for paying it forward.
Mark's always giving it forward. I love that.
Mark
Always
Smithson
paying it forward.
will get you a what's a local beer in Michigan?
I don't know.
Not from a brewery. Not from not like an IPA or something. Like a
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not down with the whole. I've been away for too long. How do you claim it? You gotta have to read it up, man. Just Google it. How do I claim it? See.
You know what you do? You go to xrp.cafe and then you log in, and then you can go from
And then you go and you'll see it. You'll get it, and you can just grab it.
Yeah, then you can go there. Then you can look at once you log in.
Mark gave him his first Yeti. Mark is the man.
Oh wow! Look at that. Art on Lake got one. Man, Mark's been giving out.
Okay, so here we go, guys.
From Mark next time we're in Detroit.
I'm going to play this Aussies take. This is an Aussies take on the Super Bowl. It's cool when you see somebody outside the country give their take on the Super Bowl. Here it is.
The Super Bowl, and as an Australian, it is so funny to see them constantly cutting away from the game to flex the military, just showing off dozens of guys that could kill you. It's like America sending a message to the rest of the world. Yeah, we're having fun today, but just a little reminder, if you talk shit, we can and will vaporize you. Anyway, before the game starts, have a look at these jets flying overhead. For us, this is cool and exciting, but if you see them flying over your village, we guarantee you'll feel very differently.
He's not wrong. That's pretty good. It's pretty good take. I like that.
That's right. All right, Rod. And for anyone out there, because there's a bunch of them that haven't been claimed yet, or a handful, when you log in, go to xrp.cafe. xrp.cafe. Click this little wallet thing up here. It's going to ask you which wallet. Select your Zaman wallet over here. If you open up your Zaman wallet on your phone, there's a little blue box at the very bottom. Click that little blue box. Then it'll say scan QR code. You hit scan QR code and the QR code comes up. There'll be a QR code on your screen to log in to your wallet. You do that. Now, boom, you're logged in. And this is what you're going to see. You kind of get this interface. You're going to be logged in. And then from here, you're going to say, okay, I want to go and click offers. Once you click offers, it's actually going to show any of your incoming transfers or your outgoing transfers.
Claim it.
And so from here, you can see that we have this handful that haven't been claimed. And actually, there's one, Rod, there's one of yours, 871, 776. So you actually have a couple in here that
go claim them, dude.
So go claim them. And so 287. So actually, Rod, so 287 is yours, 871 is yours.
Well, he'll see them. He'll see them. So
you'll see all three of these. I don't know who these are. The 400. I'll have to look those up.
But do it now.
Do it now. Do it now. You'll go over here.
Stop messing around.
And it'll say claim. You'll go in here, click, and then they'll be yours. And next time you log into your XRP,
I took it off, Jeff.
Cafe,
We gotta go.
you will be good to
We got to go.
That's it.
That's it, guys. We'll see
Greetings
you.
from Slovakia.
I will not be on the next two because I've got some things going on with family, so I will not be doing the Saturday. Jeff's will be solo Saturday and Sunday night. What do you think about that? But there's a possibility I can make Sunday.
That'd be cool.
You got to be solo. It'd be a nonstop rant from Jeff. So there you go.
Yeah, nonstop
Rantos. Okay, we'll see you guys on the next one. Chip and Jeff out.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.